Okay, so David already went and hit the other points of the Atkins diet. I have related issues to health, effectiveness, and different endorsers as well as famous people that are involved in the Atkins diet. I don't have a slideshow, I don't have anything all crazy, so I got a little backdrop, but I got my laptop. But pretty much the effectiveness, it's as good as you want it to be. There's 75% success rate while being on the Atkins diet. There's been numerous amount of people within the time frame of 6 to 12 months and different studies that are able to state that the Atkins diet is 75% effective. It ultimately comes down to how often you're eating, making sure you're eating the right things, and typically a lot of people get Atkins diet confused with keto diet. As well as they do have their similarities, they also are different. Um, the Atkins diet is good at resulting to increasing your blood sugar levels. It's good on HDL as well as your cholesterol and your triglycerides. It's always good to have those things, those three key points in your health and immune system up to date and making sure that you're doing everything that you possibly need to in order for you to maintain good health. It's honestly more, there's been studies that have stated that it's more effective long term in 13 different studies that I researched. So up here is just, I'm sure you've already seen it, but it's just the standard diet, the therapeutic diet, the standard ketogenic diet. It's just showing just random pictures about how being on a diet can also ultimately lose your waistline. I'm a victim of it. I have the love handles, we call them lonjas, but we all got them. Pros and cons. The pros, weight loss, obviously it's a diet. You don't have to worry about counting your calories on Atkins diet. You can eat as much calories as you want as long as you are minimizing your carbs. It's easy to manage. A lot of people overthink and believe that being on Atkins or keto or any other diet, it's very strict. Although that the Atkins diet is semi-strict, it's not overwhelming. You can still eat a lot of the things you want to eat just in minimal amounts. So one of the biggest things is meats. You can eat as many meats as you want. It's good with protein. Your carbs do have to be minimalized based on how many carbs you want to intake. It's always good to make sure that you have that mentality. So I put in the bottom picture of the side in the left-hand corner. It's low carb balanced tortillas. So for any of my Latin people out there, I'm sure that each and every one of you have had a quesadilla or a taco or something in your time frame. So it's always good to have tortillas. These are the tortillas that I still use even when I was on keto. When I was on Atkins and I've done all this, I've still stuck with my tortillas even when I'm off of it. Some of the cons is you can't eat a lot of grains, no arroz, no frijoles, no tortillas unless they're the carbless ones. Fruit is a big one, high sugar. You might have some potential side effects. A lot of people have had nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, headaches. It's just due to the lack of nutrients that your body, not even nutrients, but a lack of the bad stuff that your body's always been adjusted to that you cannot have. It could be discouraging. You may not see results in 1 to 2 weeks. Some people do, some people don't. It's all based on how your immune system and your metabolism works. You need to be able to, you have to count your carbs. It's one of the biggest things. If you have a set amount of carbs, count them. Make sure you're not overdoing it. You make sure you're not exerting the amount. Always stay within your carbs. Don't do much. Don't do too little. Don't do too much. Just stay within your lane. It's the biggest thing I can tell you from personal experience. Health issues can potentially lead to hypersemia. Ultimately, it's joint pain and gout. So there's the pictures here that show the differences in health-related issues. It can also lead to hypercalciuria. I believe I said that right. But it leads to kidney stones and osteoporosis. Ultimately, a lot of bone and joint pains. It's not really good for the body, so you always got to make sure that you are eating what you're supposed to do, eating the right amount of fat, the good fats, not necessarily the bad ones, but good. Moving forward, is there any success? Yes. Personally, I've been on Atkins for a couple months at a time. It was discouraging at first, but I definitely went onto it and I continued it and I continued to go on it. And I first started Atkins at 250 pounds. I'm currently 170, and that's me being on a strict diet. I was limiting myself to only 15 grams of carbs a day, and eating 3 to 4 meals a day, and eating to the point of no return, to the point where I felt overwhelmingly bloated, full, but it sped up my process in the Atkins diet. So yes, there is success. Famous endorsers: Kim Kardashian. Everybody knows Kim Kardashian. Rob Lowe is another new endorser on the Atkins diet. And there's other celebrities that have been a part of the Atkins diet, one being LeBron James, another Megan Fox, and Jennifer Aniston. These are big celebrities that have done these diets, and seeing how they look now, I'm sure it's been working. But that's it. That's our reference page, and I do appreciate you watching this, Melissa. I'm so sorry about the whole cop thing, and if you made it this far into the video, I have video proof if you need it as well. Thank you.